Hi, everyone, and welcome. We bring you a regular season game with extra importance. This is Game 3 of the NBA Cup, a vital group stage contest. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And here's a look at some numbers for Josh Giddey.
And during the last 5 games, he's been a force on the boards, really throwing his body at rebounds and trying to grab as many as he can. And that kind of effort has been noticed by his coaches and teammates.
And the starting lineup for Miami, they've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, Mitchell out there with Tim Hardaway. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Adebayo in at the 5. And for Chicago, we've got Nicholas Claxton. Isaac Okoro is out there with Buzelis. Then there's Powell, and it's Giddey in at the point guard position. And as some of you might know, this game serving as the third contest in group play of the NBA Cup tournament for these two teams. Grant, a lot on the line here tonight for them.
Yeah, B.A., and both sides are very much alive in the group stage at this point. Whoever gets the win here is well on their way to the next stage of the NBA Cup.
And so off the tip, it'll be the Heat. Now here's Antetokounmpo. And the big finish by Giannis.
How do you even come up with something like that? Giannis is an artist.
Mitchell against Giddey. Okoro outside, beyond the arc. Miami grabs the miss. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And that game was all about the depth they have on this roster. Their role players stepped up when they needed it most.
Yeah, and they got contributions from everyone in that game. The whole rotation got involved in the score.
Here's Giddey, coming off a 31-point game against Portland.
And how about the rebounding, too? He was just all over the glass, and the other team had no answers for how to contain him.
Now here's Powell. Mitchell grabs a miss. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Miami Heat. Pass to Wiggins. Outside Mitchell. Fires the 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Powell surveying the D. And here's Giddey, averaging almost 23 points a contest. A fantastic offensive player. He takes it in. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Yeah, great drive by Giddey. He loves probing avenues to the basket.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Stan, when you look at Josh Giddey's game, how would you best describe it?
Well, B.A., he's a triple-double threat. Taller playmaker, sees the floor well, can rebound. I love his versatility.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Pass to Buzelis. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Back to Giddey. 6 to shoot. Over Mitchell. Misses off the right iron. Now Antetokounmpo. Miami moving it around. Pass to Adebayo. Again, the Heat misses.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Okoro on the wing. Powell sets a screen. Back to Giddey. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Powell for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around. Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
And so here is Chicago. They're coming off that loss against Portland.
It's never easy to win games when you're missing free throws. They had to be better.
Well, if you want to win away from home, quite simply, you have to make your free throws.
Now here's Powell. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
For Miami, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Antetokounmpo outside. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul of the game. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Mitchell's shot is good.
Well, the defense did everything they could there, but his skills as a finisher, wow.
Chicago's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Powell outside. Back to Giddey. Pass to Okoro. There's a screen. Powell outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, you got to chase Powell off that three-point line, or he's gonna make you pay.
Outside Hardaway. Now here's Adebayo. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Hardaway. Puts up a 3. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Giddey. Three-pointer. Hardaway grabs the board. Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo.
That's too easy for Antetokounmpo. This D's going to have to push him further from the basket.
The Bulls trail by 4. Giddey scanning the floor. Here's Powell. Good D by Hardaway.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, there was a bit of uncertainty over the summer about whether the Bulls would stick with Billy Donovan or not. He also received some interest from the Knicks, but that was cleared up when the organization chose to extend him on a multi-year deal. It cements his role with the team as they continue to build. Guys, the Bulls have committed to Billy Donovan for the long haul.
He knows his stuff. Shams, thank you. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. The Bulls have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Claxton up top. Powell outside. Here's the 3. Rebound Miami. Here's Antetokounmpo. He had 19 points in the win against Golden State.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
Now here's Adebayo. It's a 5-point game.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Outside Giddey. Powell outside. Takes the 3. Another miss by Powell.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Fires from 14. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. Now here's a look at the best passers in the league. Fifth on the list, Josh Giddey.
He has a great eye for where to send the ball, and you know his teammates love playing with an unselfish guy like him.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Chicago making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Buzelis, and it's Jones in for Okoro. Miami moving it around. Jovic. Again, the Heat misses.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
You're pushing the pace. Giddey using some speed to get his shot.
Pass to Portis. Portis with a screen on Powell. Here's Jovic. Here's Portis. He's guarded by Claxton. Takes a 13-footer. Portis gets the bucket. And the Heat lead by 5.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Here's Jones. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Count it.
Jones gutting it out in close.
Now Smith. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter of the game. Shot clock at 6. Larson, no good. And it's Jones with the ball for Chicago. It's a 3-point game. Powell passes to Giddey. Down low. Now here's Smith. Defense is right there. Picked by Smith. Jones from outside. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Miami has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Smith passes to Jovic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I like when Jovic challenges the defense like this, daring to foul them on the way up.
Miami shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Shooting 2.
First one falls.
Well, you know, Nikola Jovic is a stretch 4 who's shown to be a talented ball handler and a facilitator for his size. And what I love, guys, he continues to work on his game.
And the Heat making a change here. Adebayo's checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Outside Jones. And 1:01 left in the opening quarter. For 3, Smith. Another 3 for Chicago.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Miami trailing. Smith passes to Jovic. Shot from 12. Valanciunas with a rebound. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Pass to Smith. And here's Jones. 5 on the clock. Let's go with a 3. Not going to go that time. For Miami, they've got 8 of 15 shots to go. Fontecchio, the pass to Smith. Now here's Adebayo, covered by Smith. Adebayo, no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Chicago ahead, up by 2. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Jalen Smith is out there with Patrick Williams. Then there's Dillingham. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Larson. He's scoreless. Adebayo, no good.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
To the middle. Here's Williams. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Heat trail by 6. Here's Larson. From the arc. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul of the game. Miller's checked in for Chicago. Wilson comes in for Dillingham. Here's Valanciunas. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Portland. Clock at 6. Jones from outside. Misses that one. 3 for 4 from the floor. Heat trail by 3. Fontecchio with the ball. He's picked up by Miller. And Adebayo slams it in.
Yeah, Adebayo there throwing it down with a little attitude.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Valanciunas. And we're almost halfway through the group stage. Do coaches start thinking a little bit about how tiebreakers might come into effect here?
You know, maybe. Point differential is the second tiebreaker after head-to-head record. So that might be in the back of their minds. You're going to want to make sure you put up some big numbers in the group stage if you can.
Here's Smith, following the three-point basket by Chicago. Pass to Portis. Here's the floater. Chicago with a rebound. This, their first chance to take a look at the Heat this season.
Winning the season series last year in a battle of middle-of-the-pack teams.
Heat trail by 4. Smith outside. And here's Adebayo. Valanciunas covering. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, you look at the different ways Bam Adebayo can impact the game. He's a player everyone wants on their team.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. For Chicago, Buzelis is checked in for Smith. Okoro comes in for Miller, and Norman Powell subbed in for Wilson. And Miami with a change here too. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Free throws good, Adebayo. And both free throws good for Adebayo. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Valanciunas sets a screen. Pass to Buzelis. Powell with it. 6 points for him. Jones from outside. Rebound Miami. Antetokounmpo has got 4 rebounds now to the left side wing. An open look for Smith. And again, no good by Miami.
Missed opportunity. He's just got to shake that one off.
Jones, the pass to Okoro. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Okoro's got his first 2 points.
Well, this is where Jones is at his best, distributing the basketball.
Giannis going downhill. And the shot goes in. Antetokounmpo has got 8 points.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
And now a look at the toughest defenses around the league. The Heat in 5th.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
First one falls for him.
A former second-round pick, Jones has worked hard to carve out a role in this league, and he continues to look to improve.
Claxton, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Jones hits them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Heat trail by 4. Antetokounmpo outside. Ball stolen. Powell outside. Pass to Jones. Now here's Claxton. Here's Powell. From the line. Smith with the rebound.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Oh, big finish!
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Here's Buzelis. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Back to Jones. Up and over Smith. That's good from Jones. And the assist by Buzelis. He's got 11.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Jones. Smith passes to Antetokounmpo. Oh, down low, the Greek freak.
He's a true scoring machine. Antetokounmpo never stops attacking. He is just relentless.
Back to Jones. Pass to Powell. From outside the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Powell's got 9.
And that's his first triple this quarter. 3 total for the game.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Miami Heat. On Sunday, they'll be facing Jaylen Brown and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Monday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
They're looking at an almost ideal stretch of schedule. Games they can win all on home court. They'd have to really go cold to not have these next couple games go their way.
Chicago making a switch here. Giddey's checked in. Miami also changing it up. Hardaway comes in for Fontecchio. And Mitchell subbed in for Smith. Pass to Mitchell. Claxton against Adebayo. Kicks it out to Hardaway. 4-3. Connects from downtown. Larson's gotten his second bucket.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continue to add to that.
Now here's Giddey. To the inside. And stolen by Adebayo. To the paint. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Adebayo. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. And it's Giddey with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. And here's Okoro. And there it is for him. Okoro's gotten 4 this quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Antetokounmpo, left side. It's good.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Chicago has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Buzelis. Antetokounmpo covering. Chicago passing it around. Powell's shot is off.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Antetokounmpo against Giddey. For 3, Hardaway, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Yeah, that's like a layup to Hardaway at this point in his career.
Okoro outside. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Rebound by the Heat.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
They get it back. Kicks it out to Hardaway from behind the arc. Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo, that's good.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now, and even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And Grant, one thing we've seen so far with the NBA Cup tournament, it's been an absolute blast for the fans.
Yeah, B.A., it's the ideal way to make games more engaging. Fans love to brag about anything their team does. So in that regard, giving regular season games this extra spice has been a huge success.
Different look for Miami. Bobby Portis is checked in for Adebayo, and it's Wiggins in for Larson. Miami on D. 3-point lead. Claxton passes to Giddey. Back to Claxton. Okoro outside. Pass to Buzelis. Now Giddey. 6 on the shot clock. And no good. The dry spell continues.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Look at Giannis playing big inside against contact.
Playing some bully ball inside. Giannis using his size and frame to get his finish.
The Bulls have gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter. Claxton a screen on Hardaway. Powell with it, guarded by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Okoro. Mitchell against Giddey. Here's the teardrop. That one drops. 3 for 6 now. 58 seconds left in the first half. Left side, Hardaway. Fires from deep. Again, Hardaway missing. The Bulls trail by 3. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Buzelis. And here's Claxton. Shot clock at 6. Here's Giddey. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
With how well Giddey moves and his 6'8" frame, he's such a tough matchup. There aren't a lot of guys who can guard him.
And that one misses.
Well, what I like about Giddey, he just knows how to play this game. Helps his team in so many ways. It's big for this offense's flow.
Outside Mitchell for 3. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got his 3rd assist of the night. Tries to break his ice. And Powell with the lay-in. Powell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
The shot comes out. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Miami. Between the scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Thanks for... And you know, for that matchup with the Wizards, although they appear to be the better team, they can't get caught up thinking that, you know.
Now let's take a closer look at that tight first half for the Chicago Bulls.
I'm surprised it's this close, not gonna lie. They played some weak D, giving up too many easy open looks.
Mincing, no words, as usual. We'll see if Coach can get into their heads. And that's a wrap on.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker, he's done a great job moving the ball around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You gotta give him credit.
And it's Giddey with the ball for Chicago. And on the floor for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Bam Adebayo is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Mitchell, then it's Tim Hardaway, and it's Wiggins in at the 3. Outside Mitchell. Wiggins right side. To the middle. Outside for Mitchell. There's the 3. He drops it from range. Mitchell's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Mitchell against Giddey. Here's Buzelis. No points yet. Pass to Claxton. Giddey against Mitchell. And that one's good. Giddey.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
A 6'8" point guard, Josh Giddey's length gives him a massive advantage, Grant.
Oh, it does, B.A. He's too big for opposing ones to guard. It's tough putting a wing on him, and Giddey just makes you change your defensive game plan.
Antetokounmpo is doubled for three. Hardaway. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Giddey's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Powell. Back to Giddey. For the tie. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
And this is the idea for Giddey. Get enough trays to keep the defense honest.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Mitchell. Here's Hardaway. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Hardaway's got 8.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
It's Powell on the wing, defended by Hardaway. Down low. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
I'm not sure why they aren't going to him more. He's scoring the ball so well.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
And over the last 10 games, these players have been gobbling up the most rebounds. Giannis Antetokounmpo on top.
Over these last 10 games, this guy has owned the boards, playing so well as of late.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Antetokounmpo outside. Clock at 4. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Hardaway, no good.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Now here's Okoro, hounded by Wiggins. And it's Okoro penetrating. Got it. 6 points for him.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
The Heat have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Outside Hardaway. Antetokounmpo, right side. Six to shoot. Back to Hardaway. The 3 is up. Chicago with a rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
Pass to Giddey. Claxton a screen on Adebayo. Lets it fly. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds now. Outside for Mitchell. Fires for 3. Chicago with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Buzelis. Now here's Claxton. And here's Giddey. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Mitchell grabs the miss.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Adebayo to win the drought. And the three-pointer goes. Adebayo's got 11.
Well, clearly Adebayo's feeling very confident firing out there from the perimeter.
Here's Buzelis. Antetokounmpo covering. Lets it fly. A good-looking shot from the wing. 13 points in the game. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Miami moving it around. Antetokounmpo with it. 18 points for him. The three from Mitchell. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got assist number 5 here tonight. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Yeah, and coach has to tell him to dial it back. He's trying to do too much. Going one-on-one, forcing bad shots, and it's really hurting this offense.
Chicago making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Larson's checked in for Miami. And so here is Chicago. Claxton passes to Giddey. Now Okoro. Now Claxton. Hounded by Adebayo. Pass to Jones. Here's Giddey. Adebayo grabs the board. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Miami. 2-point game. Oh, Giannis, just too much.
Such incredible sense of where the rim is. Giannis unbothered by the defense as he scores inside.
Chicago is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Buzelis. The three. Gets the three to fall.
Willing passes, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
The Heat have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Antetokounmpo outside over Buzelis. Antetokounmpo can't connect. The Bulls have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Giddey with it, guarded by Adebayo. Outside Jones. An easy 2 on the layup. Jones has got 13.
I know Jones would love to score like this every night. He always has that intensity to his game.
And Miami has possession. They trail by 1. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Give him 20. Inside. Work it inside. Adebayo. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
The Bulls have gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. Claxton, a screen on Mitchell. Jones, the pass to Okoro. Hardaway against Giddey. Just 5 on the clock. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
Nice move by Giddey. His handles are fantastic.
Miami has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo, and he gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points this quarter.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And here's Jones. 13 points in the game. Outside Giddey. Mitchell against Jones. 1:56 left in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, Giddey. And it's Miami with a rebound. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
The Bulls trail by 3. wing, Jones. Checked by Mitchell. Claxton a screen on Mitchell. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
Well, he's having his way inside, so they've got to figure it out. Time to talk it over.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You take a look at the Heat. They currently hold the 4th best record in the conference. And of course, Chicago, a game and a half behind.
Checking out the Bulls, they're sort of where we expected them to be at this point. A tough opponent, but not a team that you fear.
Yeah, the middle of the pack seems to be right where they belong. They don't want to get complacent or to start pressing.
5 to shoot. Pass to Asenge. Puts one up from 19. Bulls keep it alive. Jones' shot is good.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Portis a screen. From downtown, Smith with the rebound. Chicago has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Outside Jones. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. The Heat with the lead. Smith outside. Portis outside. There's the triple. Hits the trifecta. Portis has got 5 points.
Well, listen, Portis certainly doesn't lack confidence off the catch. He feels like he can score anytime down the floor.
20 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Powell outside. Lets the 3 fly. No good on the shot. The third quarter comes to a close. Heat out in front, up by 4. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. They've got Williams. Powell is out there with Trey Jones. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Smith in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
There's a guy who just stays active all the time. Bam Adebayo.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line.
Well, you like to see all of them go down, but that did make it a two-possession game.
Outside Jones. Pass to Valanciunas with his first shot attempt. And there's the foul. It'll go on Trey Jones. That's his first foul of the game. Miami leading by 5. Smith passes to Adebayo. Adebayo, a screen on Williams. Portis outside. Now here's Adebayo. Valanciunas covering. Adebayo in the post. Valanciunas on him. Adebayo, no good. Here's Williams. Out to Powell. Jacks up a three. Buries it from 3.
What this team loves about Norman Powell, his ability to stretch the court.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Here's Larson to the inside. Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Smith with a screen on Smith. Jones, the pass to Valanciunas. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Portis with a screen on Jones. Pass to Larson. Clock at 6. Counted from distance. And now it's a 7-point Heat lead.
That's a nice shot, helping to space the floor for his team.
And so here is Chicago. Outside Jones. Now here's Powell. This one's a 3. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. For Chicago, Claxton comes in for Jonas Valanciunas, and Miller subbed in for Williams. And Miami also making a switch. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Portis. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Ali. Antetokounmpo against Smith. Oh, sweet move. Adebayo with a powerful jam.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Powell outside. Fires the 3. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Inside. Back to Fontecchio. Launches it. Chicago with a rebound. Powell outside. Miller on the wing. He's guarded by Fontecchio. Pass to Jones. Here's Claxton. Here's Powell. He's guarded by Fontecchio. Here's Smith. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Smith against Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Adebayo. Over Claxton. Adebayo, no good. And here's Powell. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. 6-point game. Pass to Claxton. Now here's Jones. Here's Miller. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. For Miami, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Some solid defense from Claxton. Jones finds Smith. Powell, left side. Larson with a rebound. Heat leading by 6. Now Antetokounmpo.
Hey, yo, right here.
Pass to Adebayo. Chicago with a rebound. Smith's got 5 rebounds in the game. Powell outside. And here's Claxton. Miller on the wing. Jones from outside. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Larson. Takes a 3. Miami, no good that time either. The Bulls trail by 6. Jones with the ball. To stop the drought. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Fontecchio, the pass to Adebayo. Antetokounmpo up top, covered by Smith. Shot's good by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 26.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Chicago has gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. For Chicago, whose Ellis is checked in for Smith, Okoro comes in for Miller, and Giddey's subbed in for Jones. Miami also changing it up. Wiggins, he's checked in for Fontecchio. Hardaway comes in for Larson, and Mitchell subbed in for Smith. Mitchell against Giddey. Powell outside. To the middle. Here's Claxton. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Outside Mitchell. Outside Adebayo. To the paint. Here's Wiggins. Whoa, Wiggins with feeling.
Making it look so easy. Wiggins has crazy hops. Can really get up there.
So it's Chicago now. Trailing by 8. Claxton a screen on Wiggins. Okoro right side. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
Miami leading by 6. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Adebayo. Oh, it's off!
They've been grabbing rebounds all game long.
Now Powell takes a three. Oh, he can't hit it.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The drive by Antetokounmpo. Powell against Wiggins. No.
Well, he competed for that rebound. You love to see him getting in there and scrapping for the ball.
8 feet out. Bucket is good.
Well, it's nice to see your guys taking and making the shots as you design it, especially the shots you should make.
The Bulls trail by 8. Powell outside. Can't get the three.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
The putback. Antetokounmpo flying high for the follow.
And the energy Antetokounmpo plays with is extraordinary. You gotta love how active he is on the glass.
Powell with it, guarded now by Mitchell. Giddey outside. Shot clock at 5. For 3. Cleared away by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Now Antetokounmpo. That's off. Wiggins against Giddey. Now Powell from deep. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And the Bulls shooting the rock well at 46%.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Heat.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Grant. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And BA, can you say big time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, that work he's shown on the glass has been spectacular. You love to see that as a coach.
That one's off. And he sinks the second. And here's Smith. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, BA, you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Portis. Shot from 12. Cleared away by Valanciunas. So it's the Heat winning this one easily. And they picked up their second win in the group stage of the NBA Cup.
Well, that moves them to 2-1 during group play. And by avoiding that second loss, they put themselves in a good position to advance to the next round.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Giannis, congratulations on the win. How does this team continue to improve as the season goes on?
We just got to pick it up from where we left this game. Each game is going to get harder, but we got to trust one another, play the basketball we can play, and everything's going to take care of itself.
When everyone's out to get you, you can't let up. Thanks so much, Giannis.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Welcome to this Sunday afternoon edition of the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Miami, third best record here in the early going. And of course, the 76ers. They find themselves in the dregs of the conference. So here's Miami's starting group. Hardaway is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Giannis in at the 4 slot. And for the 76ers, in the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Brown out there with LeBron James. And it's Embiid in at the center position. Teams are starting to hit their stride in this early portion of the NBA season, Tim. Do you feel like you've hit your broadcasting rhythm yet?
I'm getting there, Kevin. You're making it easy for me. It's unbelievable. It's like playing with a great point guard for a shooter. You can't make it any easier. I've got my game notes down. I'm feeling good, but honestly, I think it's going to take everybody a few weeks before we really feel like we're in midseason form.
Routine and rhythm are big parts, whether you're broadcasting or, Tim, on the floor.
Boy, Kevin, that is so true.
Adebayo.
And how about that instant response? Don't try to throw down on his team. It just gets them fired up.
And that's the result. They launch an assault on the basket. Maxey passes to James. To the middle. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
It's good. Yeah, Embiid right at the rim. That looked easy.
And here are the Heat now. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. Can't hit from in close. 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. LeBron outside. Brown outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he's good on the 3-ball.
It's so smooth when Brown is feeling it from deep. No hesitation.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, the head coach for the 76ers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Giannis was the topic of our conversation, and Coach said after a deep breath, I mean, there's no need to exhaust yourself over how to stop Giannis. He's going to leave his mark on the floor. We just have to deploy something to mute his production a little bit. They've definitely got their hands full of trying to slow one of the game's best. Back over to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. For Miami, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And with a bigger responsibility, Tim, the efficiency numbers for Tyrese Maxey taking a bit of a dip.
Well, they certainly have, but they've gone from great to just good enough. But I think, Kevin, as he gets more help and more guys come back from injury, those numbers will recover.
They sure will.
Just playing so strong down low. Adebayo knows you got to be ready for the fight inside.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Embiid, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The 76ers leading by 3. James looking around. Embiid with the screen on Wiggins. Pass to Embiid. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Embiid's got 6 points.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Well, it was Miami winning their last game against the Bulls. And here's Adebayo. Mitchell outside. Hardaway for 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Oh, excellent preparation from Hardaway Jr. Primed to attack.
Outside, Maxey. Back to LeBron. The shot, no good. Wiggins with some nice D. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Adebayo with the screen on Embiid. Here's Giannis. Now Adebayo. Can't tie it up as that one misses. LeBron outside. Embiid sets the pick for LeBron. No good on the triple.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Giannis with it. Hasn't made one yet. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive enforcement.
And here is LeBron. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Driving the lane, lays it up off the glass.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Mitchell outside. A three-pointer. Wiggins. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Six to shoot. On the wing, James. Covered by Wiggins. Another miss by LeBron.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Outside Hardaway. Down low. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And that one's on the defense right there. If you let Adebayo get this close, he will punch it on you.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Brown outside. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And it's Miami with the rebound. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them. An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Simons, he's checked in for the 76ers. The Heat also changing it up. Larson's checked in, and Smith's subbed in for Davion Mitchell. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. And last season, the Heat trading away Jimmy Butler. Tim, that ended a memorable stretch with some terrific wins.
Yeah, playoff Jimmy emerged in South Beach, a trip to the finals in 2020 as a 5 seed, and again in 2023 as an 8 seed. Underdog runs that highlighted this team's competitive will.
Now here's Giannis after LeBron James's miss. From 6 feet. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. He takes it in, and the dunk by LeBron.
And the total package, James, is so much fun to watch.
For Miami, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Here's Larson. He's covered by Brown. Adebayo with a screen on Simons. He gets that one. Hardaway's got 5.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's James. Last game, 26 points. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
The 76ers trail by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Brown outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Brown's got his second bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is Hardaway. Last time out he had 13 points. Pass to Larson. Shot clock at 6. And here's Giannis from outside. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Well, they say film doesn't lie, and you could just imagine these guys watching this film. It's going to be an ugly sight for sure.
Maxey, no good. The Heat have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. The shot by Adebayo, no good. The 76ers trail. LeBron left side. Pass to Embiid. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And some changes here for the 76ers. Arlo's checked in, and it's Wade in for Jaylen Brown. Portis, he's checked in for Miami. Fontecchio's coming in for Hardaway. .106 left to play here in the first. Here's Barlow, defended by Portis. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And guys with the scoring mentality of an Anthony Simons love to get those freebies at the line.
Trendon Watford's checked in for Terry. And it's tied up with that one. One thing is certain about Anthony Simons, the guy is a pure scorer.
Well, it comes so naturally to him. He's got a great handle, and he can get his shot off whenever he wants. Plus, he's got limitless range.
Now, here's Portis. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. On the clock. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Outside, Simons. Back to Wade. Simons with the screen for Wade. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Smith. The 15-footer, good. And the Heat lead by 2.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Guys, Bam Adebayo getting it done for the Heat. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Early offense in this league is key. You've got to score before the defense can set up in the half court.
On the court for the Heat, we've got Fontecchio. Adebayo is out there with Portis. And it's Smith. And it's Larson in at the shooting guard position. So, Tim, you ended your NBA career a little bit early because of knee problems, and at 34, you made the transition to broadcasting and have excelled so much. What has that journey been like?
Well, certainly, Kevin, I wish I could have played another handful of years, but you're right. The knee injury forced me into this line of work, and I'm blessed and grateful because I can stay connected to the game. I get to watch it every night with a front row seat, and hopefully I get to make people a little bit smarter about what they're watching.
Oh, you do, believe me, you definitely do.
Well, that is nice touch and confidence on the mid-range from Embiid.
Here's Smith. Floats it up for Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
And the way Adebayo gets off the floor, it almost looks effortless.
The 76ers trail by 4. Now Watford. Pass to Embiid. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Larson. The rebound by Watford. And for the 76ers, they're shooting in this game 45%. Pass to Simons. From deep. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Portis. Clock at 6. Now Fontecchio. And the 3 off target. Simons surveying the D. Watford with it. Nothing on the board. The kick out to Simons. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Smith. Pass to Fontecchio. Good ball movement here by Miami. Now here's Portis. And he starts out with a miss in this one. And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. And by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected pick.
Another miss by Philadelphia. The Heat leading by 4. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks. Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Pass to Embiid. Wade outside. Can they get it? Rebound by Smith. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Heat. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Fontecchio. Adebayo with a screen on Wade. And it's Fontecchio missing.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Pass to Watford. Back to Simons. Bangs home the trifecta. Simons has got 6.
Well, unlimited range and a pure stroke right there by Simons.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And some changes here for the 76ers. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Anthony Simons. And Maxey subbed in for Trendon Watford. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Miami. Smith finds Adebayo. To the inside.
Back it down, baby.
6 on the shot clock. And Embiid with the block.
Yeah, he gets at least one of those a night. You have to be aware of Embiid when he's on defense.
Going inside, and the dunk by Edgecombe.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Smith, the pass to Giannis. Back to Smith. Screen by Giannis. Smith against Maxey. It's stolen by Wade. Inside. No good. That would have tied it. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. There's Giannis taking flight.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
The 76ers trail by 4. Now Edgecombe. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Drills the three-pointer. Maxey's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Greg, we know something every scout liked about VJ Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
And Miami shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Smith scanning the floor. Antetokounmpo kicks to Smith. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
To the middle. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Desmond Bane and the Orlando Magic. Then on Friday, they'll be playing against Michael Porter and the Brooklyn Nets.
And you know, for that matchup with Washington, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. The 76ers making a switch here. James is checked in. And a new group in for the Heat. Wade kicks to Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Is this guy fun to watch or what? Maxey putting on a show with that ball handling display.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Mitchell outside. Screen by Giannis. The shot by Mitchell, no good. The 76ers leading. Here's LeBron. James absolutely owning the inside.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
Here's Hardaway. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Giannis. Back to Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Mitchell. No good again that time. Outside Portis. Down low. Here's Wiggins. The fadeaway J off the mark. The 76ers leading by 3. LeBron James on the wing. Covered by Wiggins. And here's Maxey outside. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Wiggins with it. He's picked up by James. That's tipped. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Wade. Finished off the break. Wade's got the lead up to 5 now for Philadelphia. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Philadelphia.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
And let's not forget their hustle. They've been running every chance they get, and that has led to easy scoring opportunities in transition.
Wade against Giannis. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. The shot's good on the assist by Wade.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Outside, James. LeBron James, a fleet train.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Mitchell passes to Portis. And here is Hardaway. That doesn't go either for Hardaway.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Shoots it. That's good from Edgecombe on the assist by LeBron. And it's an 8-point 76ers lead.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Giannis kicks to Wiggins. Here's Mitchell. And terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up 2. Mitchell's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Now here's LeBron. 8 points for him. Over Wiggins. And so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Thanks a lot. Well, Coach Nurse, seems like your defensive execution has been pretty sound. What are you seeing from your team?
Really solid, right? Not very many mistakes. We're helping where we're supposed to help. We're sending guys the right direction. Pretty solid.
Thanks, Coach.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Welcome. All right, guys, let's break it down. It has not been the ideal start for the Miami Heat.
Chucking up all those threes is clearly not working for them. They need to balance their attack.
Yeah, you want to put your players in a position to succeed, and I don't see that in the first half.
And let's move on to the race for Rookie of the Year. A lot of young talent in the league this season.
What you really like about these young fellas, they compete. They've arrived with no fear. Can't say that about most rookies.
Still a long season ahead, but so far, yeah, they've been very impressive. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And you look at Adebayo, what a contribution.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
And you are going to see this defense now switch things up against him, but he has the skill set to counter that.
The Heat trail by 6. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. LeBron James is out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Embiid in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Embiid against Adebayo. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. It doesn't go for him. The 76ers leading by 6. LeBron passes to Embiid. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Well, Joel Embiid rarely wanted to share all of his cards, but coming off of what he called the most important offseason of his life, he said he cares about how he'll be remembered in the game of basketball, and he understands what remains to be done.
Chasing that ring. And Shams, we appreciate the report. And the first one at the line is good. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
And Embiid drops them both. Tim, these days, things are changing for modern NBA big men.
Well, there is no doubt when I played, every team had 4 or 5 legitimate post players, and the ball went in to the low post regularly throughout the game. I think now the difference is you have to have versatility in your game. Teams are looking for bigs that can shoot it, handle it, and facilitate.
Valuable pieces for sure.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion. But best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
Good on the second free throw.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Embiid is just too strong inside.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Giannis kicks to Adebayo. Wiggins passes to Giannis. Hardaway for three. Another shot. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
Instincts and anticipation. Great effort here by Giannis.
Pass to James. From downtown, it's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Mitchell finds Wiggins. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Out to Hardaway. Launches a three. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, this guy is giving all his energy on every possession. Those are just hustle points from Bam. He got the board and he converted it into 2 points.
On the wing, James. Covered by Wiggins. And he gets the bucket. James has got 10 points.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
The Heat trail by 7. Giannis dishes to Hardaway. A baseline J. Antetokounmpo, no good. 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. James. Brown with the bounce pass. Outside, James. 6 to shoot. Shoots the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, he's been aggressive from the start, and as a result, it's all come together tonight for Bam offensively.
Maxey passes to LeBron. LeBron is doubled. Kicks it out to Maxey. Unloads. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
Yeah, this coaching staff is frustrated right now. They just can't figure out a way to slow him down. They've got to push him off his spot.
And here we can check out the story for Jaylen Brown.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
The Heat trail by 7. Outside Hardaway. Wiggins outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Maxey. No good on the 3. And so Brown will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Embiid. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the inside. And the double up Antetokounmpo. And taken away by Brown. to the middle. Here's LeBron. They shoot again. Joel Embiid, too big.
Yeah, impressive work on the boards by Embiid. You love seeing a big man like him use that size to his advantage.
There's the lob into the Kumbo. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. The 76ers leading by 7. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defenders.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Antetokounmpo. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. He's averaging 28 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they've needed him.
James up top. Maxey looking it over. Lets it go from deep. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. The Heat trail by 7. And a quiet disposition for Andrew Wiggins. Tim, he lets his game do the talking.
Well, Kevin, his teammates love him for that reason. And remember, he was a key cog in Golden State's title in 2022. And the Warriors players and coaches had a difficult time parting with him.
Philadelphia leading by 7. Inside. And the dunk by Brown.
I mean, what a player Jaylen Brown has become. My goodness.
Miami's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Embiid. And there's another one for the Heat. The 76ers have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Edgecombe with it. He has 7. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Wiggins with the rebound. Wiggins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Giannis outside. Kicks it out to Mitchell for the 3, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists in the game. Pass to Edgecombe. And here's Maxey outside. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. Wiggins has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Mitchell, and he uses the glass on the layup. Now just a 2-point Philadelphia lead.
I like the dish from Hardaway Jr., proving once again he's a team-first player.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's James. Basket counts. LeBron's got 4 points this quarter.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
The Heat trail by 4. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Adebayo. Yep, that one goes. 18 points for Bam Adebayo.
And that is just focus on the rim as you see Adebayo having success inside even against a strong defense.
Brown kicks to Maxey. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Maxey's got 10 points.
And that's his second three-pointer tonight.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Simons, he's checked in for Edgecombe. Well, you know your low post players are going to take a lot of trips to the foul line. So it helps to have big men who can drain free throws like this group can. Second, Joel Embiid.
Now, that is a very confident group of players at the free throw line. We haven't seen them struggle there as some of their brothers in the big man fraternity have.
It was more prevalent to see big guys struggle from the free throw line in a different era. Not anymore. This list proves that.
Smith dishes to Giannis. Pass to Larson. A three ball. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. James right side. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And it's an 8-point 76ers lead.
Oh, big night for LeBron. I mean, what's new?
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Antetokounmpo playing strong inside.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Philadelphia leading by 6. James outside. Pass to Simons. Offline with his 3. Miami's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Embiid wide open. It's hauled in by the Heat. Smith outside. Here's Giannis. 1:11 left in the third quarter. Here's Portis. And he makes that one. And now just a 4-point Philadelphia lead. The 76ers shooting 44% on their field goal attempts in quarter 3. Outside, Simon. Back to James. Misses from short range. The Heat trail by 4. Giannis with a head of steam. Here's Portis. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. James, no good. Heat shooting it beautiful here in the third, 56% from the field. Here's Fontecchio. Portis, he gets it in there. We've got 13 seconds left here in the third quarter. And here is LeBron. 1 second left. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. 76ers lead by 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. Bobby Portis out there with Fontecchio. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Smith. And it's Larson in at the 2 guard.
Yeah, Simon's showing you how crafty he can be in the pick and roll. Really selfless play right there.
Smith outside. Pass to Portis. Over Wade. And it comes off the front of the rim. The 76ers leading by 4. Maxey, that's a 2-pointer. It's rebounded by Portis. Heat shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Fontecchio. Smith with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
Pass to Barlow. 3-pointer, Simon. It's hauled in by the Heat. Now Smith. Now Adebayo. Here's Larson. Adebayo with a screen on Wade. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, that's why you get Adebayo involved in screen and rolls. He really knows how to execute that.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Now here's Wade. The 3. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Smith outside. Pass to Adebayo. 5 to shoot. Back to Smith. Portis for 3. The shot missing. And so Simons will bring it up for Philadelphia. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And that one's good, Maxey.
And you don't see Maxey take a lot of mid-range jumpers, but he certainly can mix that in.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He knows every possession is critical now. The Heat making a switch here. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
Thank you, Allie. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Back to Fontecchio. This one for 3. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Gardner.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Outside, Maxey. Out to Wade. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Carlo's shot is good. And the 76ers lead by 3.
Nice pass by Simon, showing you that he's multidimensional.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Up top, Maxey. And the layup falls. Maxey's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And you can see where he's made the adjustments. This half has been much better.
Miami with the ball. Here's Larson. Pass to Adebayo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, the Heat play in a glamour market, but Tim, Adebayo's game is all about substance.
Well, he has been the heart and soul of this team for a long time. A former mid-first-round pick, and he has turned himself into an all-star.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Well, Adebayo's showing you what a complete player he is. He gives you the athleticism defensively and on the glass, and then offensively, he's extremely productive as well.
And Miami making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. And Adebayo drops them both.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
Embiid against Adebayo. Now here's Embiid. Defense right on him. That shot no good. Heat have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. That gives them the lead.
It's good.
Antetokounmpo's got 11 in the second half. LeBron with it. Embiid with a screen on Antetokounmpo. A kick out to Simon. Off target from outside.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Simon. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. Good. And the 76ers lead by 1.
Well, Simons is relentless. That's why his teammates and coaches encourage him to take the initiative offensively.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Adebayo with a screen for Giannis. Drives to the hoop. And Adebayo throws it down. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
LeBron against Antetokounmpo. Out to the right wing. Now Edgecombe. Fires it up. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Hardaway. Lets it go with a 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror. So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
Adebayo deciding where to go with it. Back to Fontecchio. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
Well, I think that was a product of the pressure. Take your eye off the ball for just a second, and it can lead to a turnover.
Maxey's checked in for the 76ers. Over in the corner, Edgecombe. Brown outside. LeBron James on the wing. 6 to shoot. Looking to get it going. And the layup is up and in.
And James has made so many big shots throughout his career. This is nothing new.
Outside Wiggins. Now Mitchell. Antetokounmpo outside. Mitchell outside. And get the 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Maxey. Rebounded by Antetokounmpo. The Heat trail by 3. Mitchell outside. Missed on the 3. 76ers have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. And he hits that one to go.
So many big moments for Brown in his career. No sweat there.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Mitchell outside. He drills the 3.
Everybody's watching Giannis when he's near the bucket. Perfect time for the kick out.
On against Antetokounmpo. Jacks up a 3. That does not go. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. Trailing by 2. To tie it up. Giannis up strong with force.
And you know he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
And the 76ers shooting about 47% here in the fourth. James fires the 3. Antetokounmpo with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Antetokounmpo cannot be stopped.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
76ers shooting reasonably well, 45%. Now Maxey. Brown fires. And that time also a missed shot. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Outside Wiggins. 5 on the clock. And down goes the three.
And Wiggins showing you he can succeed under intense pressure. A capable scorer when you need it most.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And if you get a chance to build your lead at the free throw line, you've got to take it.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Cleared away by Mitchell. Now onto the Antetokounmpo. Lays it in off the window. And so it's Miami winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
So now let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
Well, Giannis, some impressive wins. Talk about the momentum that you guys have created.
We definitely have a lot of momentum. We've got to keep playing good basketball, but at the end of the day, we've got to keep defending. You've got to be the one that hits first.
Both ends of the floor so important. Thanks, Giannis.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.